Okay, El Salvador has recently become the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender alongside their dollar. But is this actually a good decision for the cryptocurrency? Kunal Sawhney from Kalkine Group is here for more on this. Great to have your company. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Holly.
Now, with El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender, and that's coming into effect now, what does that actually mean for the cryptocurrency moving forward?
So, Holly, with El Salvador Bitcoin law coming into effect, the cryptocurrency seems to be facing one of the biggest tests in its 12-year history. Salvadorans living abroad are expected to reap the rewards of El Salvador's decision, as they could now save millions of dollars in commissions on money sent home. Meanwhile, Bitcoin supporters believe that this move could further raise the cryptocurrency's profile and result in better regulation of decentralized finance. Bitcoin advocates further expect that other countries to follow soon in case of El Salvador's move turns successful. Speculations are rife right now that countries like Panama and Guatemala will follow suit, given their similar reliance on the US dollar.
What about, let's talk about Dogecoin now. Obviously, that gained immense popularity when Musk spoke about it. But how do you perceive the future of Dogecoin?
So, Holly, a very good question. Dogecoin has recently breached the 30 cent US 30 cents mark for the first time since August after hitting a record high of 72 cents US in May 2021. Speculations are rife that Dogecoin could soon switch to proof of stake model, which could make the cryptocurrency more environment friendly. Currently, Dogecoin uses proof of work. That's a consensus that demands an excessive amount of electricity in order to mine the coins. However, POS, the proof of stake mining, requires much less energy than the proof of work concept, and as it simply requires the miner to own some of the coins to mine it. At a time when Dogecoin is struggling to recapture its previous form seen early this year, the shift to the POS model could reignite traders' interest in the meme token. Meanwhile, speculating on Dogecoin's price future is difficult because it's right now like pure gambling. This is because Dogecoin's value is solely based on its popularity, and popularity is pretty much unpredictable. So investors should understand that a tide in price movement can turn overnight in Dogecoin, despite a huge social following.
Now, what about Solana? What's happening there? Because we know that they've recently become the seventh largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. What is driving this performance?
So the market cap of Solana's platform native token SOL has tripled in about the last 3 weeks, surpassing over 50 billion recently. Interestingly, Solana's SOL has also performed strongly since May's mass corrections, which saw some cryptocurrencies losing half their value. Solana claims to have the fastest blockchain in the crypto world, with an average cost of each transaction being as low as I'm going to say 0.00025 cents. So it's very low. The recent success of Solana can be attributed to the speed and the lower cost of transactions on the Solana platform. Moreover, the growing interest surrounding the non-fungible tokens, NFTs, also appears to have contributed to a rise in Solana's value. The Solana platform has released a collection of NFTs called Solarians, which are little digital images of robots. So the rise in popularity of SOL or Solana can be attributed to delays surrounding upgrades to Ethereum.
Kunal, thanks for giving us the latest update on this. Great to catch up with you as always. We'll speak with you soon.
Wonderful. Thank you.